I'm Sal Rodriguez, and this is the iPhone 5s. Once again, Apple has delivered a great iPhone, but unlike in years past, this version fails to really excite. The difference between this and the iPhone 5 is not that much. The biggest new features that you'll talk about are the Touch ID fingerprint scanner here on the home button, an improved camera. As you can see now, there's a dual kind of flash going on, and the other major difference is inside, so most people won't really know, but it's faster. It's got a new A7 64-bit chip. But besides those improvements, everything else is the same. The iPhone 5s still has a 4-inch Retina screen like before. It has the exact same design as the iPhone 5, although the colors are now different. You can get one in a gold option, for example. But in general, everything else looks the exact same way and functions the same as before. So let's talk about Touch ID. Apple has built in a fingerprint scanner into the home button. The only way you'll notice a difference between this and someone who has an iPhone 5 is that the icon is missing. Besides that, it's very nicely hidden. The way it works is first you set it up, you have the device scan your finger, you can scan multiple fingers. You know, people on the internet have found that you can even scan other body parts, and you can then use that to unlock your gadget. All you have to do is place it on the phone, and after a few seconds, it opens up. You can also use this feature to make purchases. It's really handy if you like having your phone secure. Like if you're using a security code right now, this will make it a much speedier process for you. But if you're like me and you really don't have anything too important on your phone that you need to keep it locked up and you just want to swipe and get to it, you're not going to like it. If I wasn't reviewing this device, I would have disabled Touch ID. So this is really only a feature that will cater to those who are concerned about their security. The other difference between the iPhone 5s and the iPhone 5 and then the other low-cost option, iPhone 5c, is that the iPhone 5s has an improved camera. The sensor is better than before, and it has an improved flash. So what that means for you is that low-light pictures are going to be better than ones you take with an iPhone 5, and just pictures in general will all look better. But the difference is really not that great. I compared my shots between this and the iPhone 5 side by side, and you know, the skin color on the people in the photo were more accurate, but it really only made a difference if you lined the two devices side by side. You're going to be happy with the photos, but it's not a major jump. Another feature that's exclusive to the iPhone 5s that you might like and that I loved is the slow motion camera. It's very gimmicky, but it is so much fun. Other devices have had this already, but some features don't really arrive until Apple jumps on them, and that might be the case again with slow motion. What you can do is you just shoot a video just like you have done in the past, but then after the fact, you can set what parts of the video you want to be in slow motion. And as for the new A7 chip inside the phone, this is really exciting if you're a hardcore techie or if you're looking to video games that are going to come out in the future. But for now, the only video game that takes advantage of it is the Infinity Blade 3, which launched side by side with the new iPhones. We tested that game out on the iPhone 5s and an iPhone 5, and honestly, I could not tell the difference, which is a credit to how good the iPhone 5 is. Where I could tell the difference is just basic functions moving around the phone. Whenever I loaded up websites, the iPhone 5s always beat the iPhone 5, and whenever I launched apps, my Facebook content or the places that my friends check in on Foursquare loaded up quicker on the iPhone 5s. But again, it was a difference that you could only tell when you literally put the phones side by side with each other. And of course, another question that everyone always has when it comes to new smartphones is battery life. With the iPhone 5s, there really is no difference with its predecessors. I compared this with my iPhone 5, and although it's not bad, I did still have to end up charging my phone about twice a day. You can pick up the iPhone 5s from a number of retailers and carriers starting at $200 with a 2-year contract, but I would personally hold off for next year's iPhone. For more, hit me up on Twitter at Sal19.